Hello everyone and welcome to our weather update on July 3rd, 2025. So, starting off as ever with our satellite imagery from windy.com, we can see that we're currently in quite a clear air mass now, but that will be short-lived as we have a massive cloud pushing in now from the Atlantic Ocean. You'll see that, hopefully you'll see that now. Yes, we do. It's moving from west to east, so by tomorrow this cloud will be pushing in nationwide. We now already have the wisps of cirrus that precede the main cloud bands. That will be tied to an area of low pressure that is now centred south of Greenland, and that will be unfortunately in control of the weather through the weekend. There were some quite big downpours today for parts of the north and northeast of the country, and they've now pushed on towards Scotland. Some big downpours currently for the Isle of Man, into south of Scotland and Cumbria there. Oh yeah, sorry. This region here is called Dumfries and Galloway. That's right. That's why I paused there. I couldn't think of the name of the region there. So Isle of Man, Cumbria, and Dumfries and Galloway. There we go. That's more like it. Sorry, guys. So here is the UKB high risk forecast. We can see that tonight we have a warm front that will just skirt the northern coastline. In fact, let's see if now we can see it. It's not showing up yet on radar, but I think it should do. It's somewhere in this massive cloud here. There's a warm front there. But either way, that will skirt the far north tonight. That will bring just some patchy light rain to the far north coast. That will clear off by midnight to leave Ireland with increasing cloud cover overnight. The cloud thickest and lowest in terms of base level in the west of the country, where by morning we will see some rain pushing in. Now through tomorrow, it starts off hazy in the southeast of the country. However, that will be short-lived as thick clouds and low clouds and bursts of rain do push in from northwest. As it does so, though, I think it will fragment and fizzle as it pushes southeastwards. So by the evening time, as it reaches the southeast, it's no more than patchy drizzle and light rain. Also, I think that this will bring some relief rainfall as well, due to that low cloud base, moisture laden air coming in off the ocean. Air hits the mountains on the west coast, rises, or the moisture cools and condenses. Also, the humidity levels, which we will be looking at later on, will be a big player in this. Obviously, as you ascend in altitude, the temperature lowers most of the time, and Friday will be very humid in the west. All that moisture in there, cooling a bit. Humidity reaches saturation, aka 100%, and a lot of cloud forms, bringing more rainfall. You can see the rain picking out the high ground there, especially around that sort of point there, Donegal and Western Galway and Mayo. Into the evening, overnight, this rain band does clear away, but we're left with cloudy skies overnight and also rain and drizzle into the west. Saturday morning starts off quite cloudy in all areas, overcast, low clouds, grey skies, away from the far east coast, where I think we might see some sort of phone effects there with the mountains, especially in Wicklow. You can see just the area from, say, North Wexford up towards Dublin. There's a bit of a clear slot there. Through Saturday, that clear slot will expand, hopefully, to many parts of the east of the country. And by evening Saturday, actually quite decent in the east, quite warm as well. But in the west, it stays cloudy all day, and on the coast, it'll be misty and drizzly, and a gusty westerly wind will persist. Also, tomorrow will be quite a windy day too. So if you have any loose structures, especially for the western north, do tie them down or just bring them in. Normally I wouldn't mention such winds, but since it's summertime, everyone's got stuff going on, tense up, just to take care, because we don't want tents ripping up. Anyway, so overnight into Sunday morning, we see some showery bursts of rain pushing through on the westerly winds. Sunday itself, Sunday for Ireland, we see a showery day, quite cloudy as well. Area of low towards our north and northeast, and through Sunday, winds will veer more northerly as the low tracks out towards the North Sea. Into Sunday night and Monday morning. Well, Monday morning starts off partly cloudy, and Monday will be a cooler, brighter, and more showery day, especially in the east. Some uncertainty about how heavy the showers will be. All depends on how quickly that low clears to the west. But I think the UKV has now downgraded the shower possibilities. Tuesday looks quite nice on this run. There are subtle signs of getting a ridge next week from the Azores high. So here's our forecast in terms of temperature from the UKV. Tomorrow will be quite a drab day with highs of 14 to 17 Celsius. That's north to south. Warmest in the south, as I said, where you're more sheltered and stay dry for longest. Into Saturday. Saturday will be starting off quite warm and humid. And by afternoon, it'll be really warm with highs in the east of 19 to 22 degrees, but elsewhere in the west, 15 to 17 Celsius. That's high values there in the east where the sun does break through. Sunday morning starts a bit cooler than Saturday morning, and by Sunday afternoon, only mid-teens in some areas, high teens at best in sunny breaks. So Sunday's going to be quite dismal. Starting on Monday morning, we're looking a bit cooler again. And by Monday afternoon, actually in the sunshine, not too bad, despite that shift in wind direction. Now, Tuesday morning will start off quite chilly, as clear skies set in, and by Tuesday afternoon, temperatures will respond to the sunshine between 17 and 21 Celsius. Now, we've look at the humidity charts then, so we'll see how tomorrow will work in the west. So you can see into Friday morning, quite a high levels of humidity. As you can see, where the levels of humidity are being picked out. You can see all these reds in West Galway, West Mayo, North Mayo, parts of Sligo, and especially Donegal and parts of Clare. So, that is where you're seeing the mountains, the air, moisture laden, already over the ocean, rises, cools, and humidity will increase due to relativity to point of saturation, and therefore we'll see increased rainfall. Generally humid right from tomorrow all the way through to Saturday. So Saturday will feel humid and sticky in the sunshine, especially. Then humidity levels do drop away into the new week as we import a cooler air mass from the northwest. So here's before we go there, I want to look at also the wind mile per hour gusts, because tomorrow will be quite blustery. So tomorrow, Friday, we'll see a core of wind gusts above 50 miles per hour. That is in excess of 80 kph, just grazing the coasts of Galway, Mayo, and Donegal. So if you're in the sort of western part of the country, do tie down any loose objects and so on, because those wind gusts are quite strong for July. Here's the GFS run, 12-thread run. So again, in comes a steep low tomorrow. You can see the tight isobars, hence the strong winds tomorrow. That low clears away by next Sunday and Monday. We're left with slight ridging from the Azores high by next Tuesday. And actually, this GFS run, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday it breaks down though, but that's about 3 days of nice weather from that ridge of high pressure. So let's hold our horses here. But we do end up, unfortunately, by next Saturday going wet again and cool as well. Another brief attempt there, but that doesn't come to much. And then by following Friday and weekend, Again, there's a brief southerly flow, but that's again bowed away by this area of low to the west. Here's the ECM run from midnight. ECM midnight run, again tomorrow is looking unsettled, so is Saturday, but warm in the east in the sunshine. Sunday, going a bit cooler and very showery. Monday could be cool and showery. Tuesday getting drier, probably still quite sunny. Wednesday looking decent there, but Thursday and Friday get back to westerly winds. Here's the ECM 12 says up to 192 hours. I think it does update now, yeah, so that's up to 216 hours now. Tomorrow is wet and windy. Saturday is showery in the west and cloudy there, but in the east it'll be brightening up. Sunday is showery and cloudy. Monday and cool. Monday is, I think Monday will be drier on the ECM compared to the GFS as the high is closer and the low is further. Next Tuesday looks a bit better. Wednesday in the south is good, in the north a bit questionable. Thursday all areas go wetter and windier. Not wet and windy, but a bit cloudier and damper. Friday wet and windy, yeah. Next Saturday, south could be okay, but the north, yeah, so that's basically a classic zonal flow, westerly winds. Here's the UK Met Run. UK Met Run, once again, very unsettled tomorrow, especially with wind gusts. Saturday and Sunday see showery conditions and quite cloudy weather as well. Monday and Tuesday see the Azores High ridging into us. And actually, Tuesday, Wednesday, don't look too bad on this run. Excuse me. And next Thursday, we're all going into a more westerly airflow. Here's the GEM run. GEM is right here. So westerly winds come through on Saturday, tomorrow even, and Saturday as well. Sunday, Monday. You'll always notice that I'm doing these videos either very early in the morning or late in the evening. Jesus Christ. In the daytime, I'm out and busy. That's the thing. So going into the early part of July, going into the end of the first week of July and the start of the second week of July, there we go. We go into a more rigid pattern from the southwest. And yes, so by next Wednesday, we're under a ridge. That stays till Thursday, yeah. But by Friday, we break it down, bring more low in. But by next Sunday, we're back under a slight ridge again. So you can see what's happening here. There's a lot of ridging from the Azores High, but there's a lot of breaking down as well from the west. Here's the icon. The icon is like this. Once again, westerly winds through tomorrow, Saturday. Sunday goes more northwesterly, quite cool as well. Monday could be, I think, drier because the high is closer to us. Let's see if that's right. Yes, it is. It's Tuesday, Wednesday. South is fine, but north is not. I don't think so. Yeah. Precipitation. You can see, yeah, in the north you got rain, despite the high being quite close to us. And next Thursday, again the south might escape, but the north, as ever, just at about 300 kilometers as the crow flies, makes that a whole big difference. Here's the arpège run, and then again, the south might still be quite drab. Despite it not showing rain in the south, it could still be cloudy. Yes, so here's the arpège, last but not least. Friday, tomorrow, also in the US, I think it's Independence Day as well, so happy that day to you. I'm too tired to speak this. That's not offensive, it's not meant to be. Going into the weekends and start of next week, we go into a kind of showery pattern there. Beyond that, 8th of July, we're back into a ridge pattern. So I think that's quite promising. Rainfall. Actually, I take that back. There's bad rain pushing in. Jesus Christ. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see ya. Slangafol. Au revoir. Adios. Goodbye.